We're doing some more heat calculations, right? These involve change in temperature and specific heat, okay? Now, we have a question here, guys, all right? And the question says, how much heat was lost, okay? If the change in temperature of 800 grams of water went from 65 degrees to 24 degrees, right? So remember what I said, right? We always read the question slowly. So what you want to do is how much heat was lost. You stop there. You're looking for how much heat was lost. You know that is heat energy. You know that's going to be Q, right? Okay, make a little Q in your test or quiz or whatever. Okay, you continue reading. Okay. Now it said a change in temperature of 800 grams of water. So we know from experience, right, that variable is mass. That's our M right there. That's our mass. Okay, so 800 grams is our mass. We're looking for Q. We don't know what Q is. We continue reading, all right? Now we see that the temperature of the water, since heat was lost, is going down. It's going from 65 degrees to 24 degrees, okay? So if you subtract, right, the final temperature and take away the initial temperature, you should get a negative value, okay? But since really and truly there's no such thing as negative heat, okay, we don't really put a negative sign. The negative sign just and the positive sign just indicates direction of flow, but there's no such thing as negative heat energy, so no problem. Okay, so since we realize there's a temperature change, we're going to put a delta T there. That's going to be our delta T, right? And if I'm not mistaken, okay, we got 24 and 65. The difference there should be 41, okay? All right, so 41 degrees C is our delta T. Make a note of that. Now we're looking, right? We're looking for Q, guys. So we have temperature change. So we look on our table T. We're gonna use, okay, our Q, okay, Q equals to M times C times delta T equation. Now we agreed, guys, we know Q. We don't know Q, we're looking for that, so that's a question mark, okay? We know the mass, which is 800 grams, we know the mass, okay? Now guys, I left out the C value on purpose, because the thing is, you have to be able to know that if they leave it out in the question and you're dealing with water, you gotta look on your reference table, in front of your reference table, table B if I'm not mistaken, okay? Get the specific heat value for water. You don't get upset, you don't just, make a value, look on table B if the substance is water, okay? If it's specific to water, okay, no problem. So you get that from your reference table, all right? And we know what delta T is, right? So let's write it out here. Q equals to M times C times delta T. So we're looking for Q, we're looking for heat energy. Our mass right here is 800 grams. All right, guys, always use units, all right? The specific heat capacity for water is 4.18 on your reference table, okay, 4.18, and the units are joules over grams degrees C, right? Now, once again, I said, if you see Kelvin, don't panic, because remember the differences in Celsius, the differences in Kelvin, they're equivalent, so no problem, all right? Okay, and the temperature change, right, is 41 degrees C. All right, so 41 degrees C goes there. All right. Now, why am I emphasizing using units? Look at this. The grams and the grams cancel, right? Okay. And the degree C here and the degree C there, they also cancel. I'm left with joules, okay? Since I'm looking for heat energy, I'm kind of happy, right? Because that's the units of heat energy, joules, right? So I know I'm on the right track. Now let's say I try to cancel it and I was left with grams or I was left with degree C. I know I did something wrong, I can fix it, right? But since, okay, I'm left with joules, I know I'm on the right track. And now it's just a matter of multiplying the 800 times the 4.18 times the 41 to give me the answer. Okay, so from my previous calculations, right, I got about 137,000, okay, 104 joules, okay? Now, good question. If they asked you to turn this value, right, to give your answer in kilojoules, okay, what would you do? What would the answer be, okay? What you do simply, guys, normally the decimal is here. We know kilo represents 1,000, 3 jumps. Now 3 jumps, you're gonna go to the left, folks, all right? So 3 jumps to the left will give you your answer in kilojoules. And it will be 137.104, okay, kJ, kilojoules. Now I'm not using sig figs, so don't write to me, okay? All right, no problem. Bam, you're done.